extra time.
John's Telegraph makes your life.
Do you have any hoardings left for Bishwa Banglay Bishwacup at your club, bus stand, or at puja pandals in Kolkata? Still don't understand why I'm talking about the FIFA U17 World Cup, which was held back in India last year. The 2018 FIFA World Cup is just 7 days away, but surprisingly, the capital city of Russia, Moscow, doesn't have any flavor of the most awaited football carnival. At the counters of the immigration department of the airport, one can see a few clippings of the goals and televisions, but no one had any intention or interest of watching that. Though there is a commercial regarding the World Cup in a giant screen outside the airport, but nothing much than that. After passing through heavy traffic, when we reached the main city, surprisingly there was no sign that a football fan can feel the heat of the World Cup, which is just 7 days away. There has been raining in Moscow for a few days, but today the weather was quite clear. Though there was no rain, but it was very cold outside. But if you think as a football lover, one can surely say the craze for football among the Russians are cooler than the weather. Other than this, everything is quite natural in Moscow. In the subway of the metro, someone is singing a song. Two people playing rhythmic instruments at some place of the street. Passionate musicians, tourists hanging out outside Kremlin, everything is there except football. The journalists from various countries have started to come to Russia. Most of them have interest to know about the local people. Where are the football crazy Russian supporters? After Russia knocked out of the 2010 World Cup, the fans gathered at the historic Red Square, and it was just turned into a war zone. Today, shockingly, I didn't see the face of any football fan there. The Red Square has seen both rise and fall of communism. The people of Russia had gathered and shouted for their rights many times. As this is a renowned place, Russia had built the World Cup countdown clock there. It was inaugurated by legendary Lothar Matthäus, Gianluca Zambrotta, Fernando Hierro, exactly 1,000 days prior to the start of this grand event. One can see the clock is ticking, and it's showing that the World Cup is just 7 days away. But there is no charm regarding the grandest football carnival. A few tourists are seen taking selfies at the Red Square, but nothing more than that. At least, the way Kolkata got inaugurated for the Under-17 World Cup, Russia is not even half of that. Let's see when it gets celebrated for this grand football carnival.
Hit the subscribe option and the bell icon to get all the exclusive sports videos on Extra Time.